Hey everyone, am I audible? Just give me a second. Yeah, can you guys please just type it out if I'm audible or not? Or in the chat box if I am. I just want to check out my mic before I start. Audible, guys? Yeah, hi guys. So am I audible? All of you? Anyone who has an issue with it, please just let me know in the chat box first that am I audible or not. Guys, it will be really appreciable if you just type it out in the chat box. I cannot see any comments coming in, which is actually showing me that it is audible or not. Not audible, guys. Someone please type it out if I am or if I'm not. Okay, all right, got it. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I guess in my studio it was showing me, but it was not showing in my other account. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. So um, finally we have this trend reversal going on, which is showing us pretty much that we are actually kind of fucked up. Well, there is something which I learned something today, which I also wanted to show you in clearly that what is it that we could actually master in, and how we could have actually, maybe if not in big loss, we could have at least exited with a small loss, right? So let's just get on with it. Before that, before I put in my opinions and everything, I just want people to just give me any of their doubts which they have. What do you basically think that what's going to happen tomorrow, or basically what is going to happen in the near future? Because it's going to be a fun night, because of the sole reason that every single person was long. Well, yes, even I was long. I'm not saying that I'm not long, but I will show you my techniques which I did basically, and how I can, even despite having such a big red candle in here, as you can see, I'll probably have not a big loss, like a minor loss itself. So I'll teach you that as well. Before that, I just wanted people to just let me know down in the comment section below that if they have anything to ask, or are they having any positions to manage or anything such. Anyone who's having long positions or has gone long in for futures and options or anything such like that, we'll wait for the comments. Anyone, guys, who went long? No one out of 6 people. I mean, I guess, yeah. Yeah, I'm still audible, right? Yeah. Okay, you bought a small cap stock. Vikrant Sharma, let me know what is the stock's name. Vikrant, can you just type in the stock's name which you have taken? Let's check it out what will happen, because just because the markets have turned out negative doesn't mean that every single stock will start falling. So we'll have to, do it accordingly. Okay, fine. Let's just analyze. First chart is Untitled chart, right? Untitled chart. Yeah, we'll take it slowly, guys. We'll analyze every little bit. Okay, just give me some time. Just type in the chat box again if I'm very loud and very clear, if there's anything such, because I've just recently updated my mic. So for that reason, I just needed a confirmation if there is any such issues, because I would have want to, have a very clear voice for you to understand, and also screen as well. So just give me a confirmation I'm very clearly audible. Any problem as such that my voice is low, or my voice is not audible or not understand? Okay, sure, fine, then let's continue then. The first stock was Avantil chart, right? So Avantil chart, yeah, this is the daily time frame. uh to be honest, I did not find any entries in here. If you just look at it, the one who asked me, calm lover something, yeah, so this is the stocks chart in here. I would have definitely avoided because of the sole reason. The last session we had a particular analysis that, you know, we also have to look at the overall recent pattern in here, right? So recent pattern, you can see that this has definitely given a breakout, but it has happened in such a way that you got a retracement in here. Probably I would have just exited looking at around close to 3 to 5% profits, which is my style of trading, right? Because 3 to 5% is all we need. We don't require a lot more per week basis. So that is my style of trading. That's how what I do, and that's how I do. I would have definitely exited at this particular place, because you cannot go ahead and buy with such a big gap up on here, keep a stop loss below this, which is 10%. Well, if you are a positional trader, that's a different story. But again, you'll have to look at an overall analysis that how do you basically do it, and go all overall with your risk to reward management, right? So this stock is definitely not a good stock according to my end. And probably if you are into a loss already, just accept it. Probably keep in your loss below this low of this candle, and take in the loss is my recommendation, right? Coming on to the next stock is my trip. Let's check it out. Is my trip. All right, so is my trip. This is the stock in here on the daily time frame. Yep, this was a pretty good buy. Like if you are a person who has bought in here at 5th September, Vikrant, if you have bought it in here, it is a pretty good buy, because that was a perfect place to buy in here. Probably you might lose all of your gains because of tomorrow's gap down. If it happens, no issues, at least you're not losing money. So do not wait for, you know, I'll tell you, like, first of all, we'll analyze Nifty's sentiments, you know, along with it. So looking at it, then we'll decide whether to hold the stocks or whether to just exit and what to do further on. I'll be telling you all of that. So if you're someone who's holding the stock since 5th of September and you're in profits, very well, good enough. But at this place, I guess it won't be a good buy at all for you to enter, right? This is not the particular good place for you to enter at all, because the risk is too much and the reward is very, very less. So this is all about ease my trip. Yeah. The next stock which we have is Bandhan Bank. Okay, let's check Bandhan Bank in here. Okay, Bandhan Bank, I've already analyzed this stock. I remember doing it in the morning. Again, clear cut resistance in here. I would have waited for it to go ahead, you know, after breaking the zone also, and also this pattern. So this is one of the major factors for Bandhan Bank. I would have waited, and then probably we could have gone on the higher side. Also, there's a minor resistance if you just look at it, not a minor one, a major resistance in here. Yeah, it definitely shows that it has given a breakout, but again, you have to also check the most recent pattern on this manner, because not only the bigger pattern, sometimes the, you know, it's best for you to buy in only after this gives a breakout, and so that your stop loss will not be more than around close to 2 to 3%, and then you can probably take in your target up till 9%. So that is something which you have to you know, always worry and take in your risk reward and manage your positions in such manner. So I hope this is clear with Bandhan Bank. Buy SBI card call. Damn, if you're doing options in such scenarios, I would have literally shit my pants, because I don't know, at this top of the time, I definitely did not go long in options. I'll show you everything, what I did, everything later on. So yeah, you went long in SBI cards, no issues with that part. Let's just check the recent patterns. I guess near about the same resistance. If you just look at the overall bigger patterns in here, I would not make a pattern down below. There would probably a big zonal support in here in this manner. And this pattern is also not that good, so I would have taken this previous one itself. Probably we can just look at this part like in here. So I think that, you know, tomorrow we can just get it back up till this particular place. So these patterns are not that reliable. We'll just remove it out, because I need at least minimum 3 to 4 supports and resistance. For that reason, I will use only zones in here. If you look at it, this was a very good pattern in here, a perfect pattern on this manner. Sorry, yeah, let me just draw it again. This was a perfect pattern, right? So you can find in close to a lot of supports in here, and this was a perfect triangle pattern, gave a breakout, took a resistance and gone on the higher side. So not a good buy. Yeah, okay, fine. If you have bought it in here, call in here, and you should definitely know that if you're going long on calls of a particular stock and your stop loss is 3% in a particular stock, obviously the call will fall in such a drastic manner, and even if it doesn't fall, theta decay will be there and all of that stuff will just make you lose. So I would recommend you to not go long in stocks unless you don't have that big capital with you, like going long on stock options, that way. So that is all about it. I hope you're clear with the State Bank of India's analysis. Next stock we have is going short on Apollo. Well, somebody is going to make some good money, I guess, who has shorted Apollo. What, bro? Apollo Jelly Bean. Can you just let me know Apollo what? Apollo Hospital, Apollo Tubes, Apollo Tires. Which one? Okay, Apollo Hospital. Fine then. Let's just check it out. Okay, good one. I guess this guy is going to make some good amount of money tomorrow. Well, probably giving out that tomorrow markets open gap down that way, because clearly there is a zonal resistance in here if you see, and you can also look at this particular part. This is the support, and the prices have reversed from this place. This is a good channel. So yep, you can try holding your stock up till here, 5% till the bottom. You have shorted futures, Jelly Bean. So if you have shorted futures, make sure that you are actually trying to hedge. Well, we are not sure that it is going to be a, how much of a big gap down, right? How much of a big gap down we will not know till now. We'll have to just overnight look at it. I'll come to that part, so just stick with this live, and we'll discuss a lot of more interesting things, especially one particular part which I've analyzed. Like, I got to know one thing that, which could make my accuracy even better, which I was not getting that much in that zonal part, right? Even though I was getting a very good accuracy there, but right now I've found out even more. I was just researching a lot. I will show you with that as well and share it with you. So for the time being, Jelly Bean, you can do what you can do is probably keeping your stock stop loss above this zone, and keeping your targets up till here. Remember one more thing, Jelly Bean, that have you gone short in Apollo Hospital using futures? I want to know that, because I can suggest you a very good trade on this basis and you can trail it to your best. I would like to know that. Have you shorted futures in Apollo Hospital or what? Can you just let me know? Futures in Apollo Hospital or options? Okay, futures. See, this is one thing which you can do. Have you done naked or you have already hedged? Have you done naked or already hedged, or complete naked futures? If you have this one thing which I like to tell you, that if you have shorted futures naked, and let's assume that Apollo Hospital is opening gap down up till here, right? Then what you do, hedge your position. Do not hedge it here. Sorry guys, I have a little cough, sorry. So yeah, if Apollo Hospital goes down like this, so all of you as well, you can just look at it and use this manner as well. If you have probably taken a naked future short or something, what you can do in here is that after market opens gap down in here, let's assume that one of our subscribers has shorted Apollo Hospital and he's feeling that it will open gap down at this place. So obviously he'll be into good profits, but he also knows that there is further potential downside, but nothing is 100% sure. What can happen is probably it can gap down and then again go on the higher side and probably come again at the resistance. So looking at such volatile moves, right, you could be emotionally imbalanced, right? So what you can do is, for sure short, you can at least have a fixed profit, or at least a little lesser than that. What I will tell you is that looking at this particular strike price, at whatever the strike price Apollo Hospital opens, right? Let's assume that it is opening at 4377. Choose the nearest call option of Apollo Hospitals. If it is in FNO segment, obviously if futures you have bought it is in FNO segment, so go ahead and ball the call option right at the place which is opening. So what happens in here is that you're already sitting into a futures profit, right? Already sitting in futures of profit. So for futures, if it comes on the higher side, futures probably at your LTP which you have sold, average LTP if you have sold, that will come down to 0. But the call option which you have bought, it will give you a good profit in here. Similarly, let's assume that it is going further down, right? If it goes further down, your futures will give you, let's assume, 100 rupees profit, right? And the call option which you have bought, it is probably going to give you only a loss of 30 rupees. So you already have the profits of this big gap down in here, and also you're going to make some more money. So what you're doing is basically you're making your mentality in such a way that you will not be bothered so much with the volatility which is happening. right? So this is one way you can do it. The same thing you can do it with Nifty futures or any stock futures or anything else, right? That is the way you can hedge it probably. So this is one of the recommendations of mine. I would tell you to definitely do this so that you are very stable with your mentality and also you're not emotionally involved with that particular trade. So that is all about Apollo's future, right? So this strategy, I mean, this way you can probably go ahead and trade it. Next stock we have is Tata Consumer C. Okay, let's check it out. Tata Consumer. Again, I do not like doing stock options because it is pretty bad for me. Well, Tata Consumer, I guess I did some over analysis. Let's just remove that. Sure, let's just first analyze Tata Consumers. This seems like a pretty good deal in here, and this one also, and this one. You shouldn't have taken C again. Who took Samyak? Not a good idea to take C at this particular price. Also because of the sole reason that there is multiple resistance in here. If you just look at it, it broke out from here, took a support, tried to go on the higher side, broke down, then again took resistance in here, came down, resistance came down, and then finally you can just check it out, took the same resistance in this place and came down, right? So not a good idea to take C at such a place, especially if you're short market when it is going to go a gap down in here. So not a good scenario. I know probably all of those beginners will be losing money. Don't worry, even I'm going to lose some money, but not a major part. What I'm saying is that it is a part of learning. So if you have gone short, please do make sure that do not run behind money, because your options and futures can literally ruin you out if you don't have that much big amount of capital. If you just stay consistent, you're going to make good amount of money. So just please stay consistent. That's more than enough. Do not just go all in stock options or in such a manner. I will probably let you know what is the best way for you to do it, and I've been backtesting that. You can probably try that, but that doesn't come so easily. You will have to probably wait a lot and be patient along with it, right? So that is all my opinion on that particular stock. Next stock which we have, India 50 cash recovering in 5 minutes time frame. Mastery bro, the thing is that 5 minutes is not something which we look at. We'll be looking at a daily time frame. I will be showing all of my analysis. Let's just take in 5 more minutes for the questions and everything for stock analysis, and then further on I'll just carry on with what do I feel with the Nifty and as you know, SGX Nifty or Dow futures, and what could be the uptrend or downtrend, right? No issues, Samyak, you're welcome. Just stay strong. Even if you guys are making loss, there is no issues as such. If you guys are young, just don't give up. Trust me, you're going to make good amount of money. Just stick to it. I've made a lot of losses as well in my past unless I became profitable. So it is a part of process. Do not feel low. We'll cry together if you want me to. No issues. When I'm going to face my losses in here, that's a part of it. But that's how probably like trading community is. We can support each other on that basis if someone is going through their drawdown phase, right? So yep, let's just carry forward with our analysis in here. Next stock, GSPL. Sure, let's check that. GSPL. Okay, so daily time frame, it was a good breakout, I guess. Okay, it is a good breakout, but again, I guess market sentiments. Okay, good breakout, but not the recent pattern. That's the most difficult part which we forget to understand. If I were you, I would have probably entered only 20% of my stock in here at GSPL, because I knew that there is a recent pattern as well which is acting as a resistance in here. And if you look at it, there is also some kind of a zonal resistance in this manner, right? A zonal resistance, not a good close so far. If I'm taking a zonal resistance, I will take it from the wick to the body at this particular part in here. And if you look at it, not a good close. What I'm saying is that even though it is showing that it is given a breakout and again sustaining again a breakout, but just look at it, the close is not at all strong. The wick is very bearish. Wicks are quite long on the higher side, so better not to go. Even if you want to go, looking at the very big pattern in here that it has broken out, you could probably enter, like let's assume that you are entering with around 1 lakh rupees in this stock. Enter 20% of it, which is 20,000 only. So 20,000 entering in here, take a retracement in here, again enter more, probably 30 to 40%. So total 70% you'll have an average in here on this manner. Last 25 to 30% enter when this pattern has given a breakout. So that is how you basically pyramid or average it out, right? Your particular stock. This is something which you guys can note down and always use this thing. Just because one major pattern is given a breakout doesn't mean that it will straight away go on the higher side. Just look at this. This was also a major pattern, right? this was also a major pattern in here. What happened? It went on the higher side. Yes, you made some money, but what if it had just given a breakdown and you would have not exited at all? You would exit somewhere probably in here. That's the reason why I'm telling you that look at the recent pattern, look at the bigger pattern as well, and then go long and average it out. Like pyramiding is done only when your trade is going along in your favor. Until unless the trade doesn't go along in your favor, do not do the pyramiding style of trading. Pyramiding is done when you know that market has given a breakout like this, and this is your entry price at this particular manner. You're not able to control your emotions, no issues. Just enter 20% of your entire quantity at this place. You know that there is some kind of a pattern like this and some retracement might come here. Then you enter again new 35%, or at least make your overall position size to close to 60%. That is what you can do. And after this most recent pattern has given a breakout, enter the last 40 to 30% then. Understood? So this is how pyramiding is done. If you use this, it is going to benefit you a lot. Even if you're wrong, like this is what I've done today, I'll be explaining you why, and accordingly I'll show you, right? So GSPL is done. Next stock is Coal India, is also looking for a good shot. Let's check that as well. Coal India, why is it not loading? Okay, yeah, Coal India, got it. Okay, I wouldn't go short in Coal India until and unless this zone is not given a breakdown. If you just look at it, this is a support in here. Let's just wait for this to break down, and then we have another new small supports which is probably holding it out, and the final support. I guess that the best way to short it would be at this place itself, because this will give you a big target and a small stop loss, and probably you can trail it up till here. Because if you short in here, right, there is not much of a big target. 3% stop loss, I mean target 1:2 is there definitely, but again you will have to look at it. This will be the best place to short in here. Looking at the candle, that if it is very bearish. Also there is a trend line which is forming up, so you can just take in your confirmation, both the trend line and also the zonal level. If it breaks down, good for you to short, take in your targets, right? So that is all about Coal India. Manappuram, check. Okay, Manappuram, you want me to check Manappuram Finance? Sure. Okay, this is a downtrending stock, right? So nothing as such in the daily time frame. Like I do not see any good patterns. Probably this could be a resistance in here, and support is very much clear on this manner, and there's a resistance also which is very much clear on this manner. So probably a good place to go long is only after the zonal resistance has given a breakout, and then probably you can go long up till 12% and stop loss of 4%. Again, given that the market is going on the higher side, we'll probably get a trend in the next 1 week, I believe. Whether it is going to be a bearish trend in the next phase, or a sideways, or on the upside. Obviously these are the three things which the market will do, but we'll get a clear idea of what can happen later on, right? So this is all about Manappuram stock. Max Health, let's check that as well. Max Health, yeah. Okay, if you have entered somewhere in here, good for you, but you should have also looked at this particular I guess this could be a good resistance where it gave a breakdown on this manner, yeah, till the body. So this could have been a good resistance for you. If you want to go further long, you'll have to wait for this close above this level. That would be better for Manappuram Healthcare. Again, given that the market is bullish, the market is not bullish till now. This has also given a breakout, so this would have been your best entry, and you could have probably taken a trade up till only one candle in here. So that is one part. IRCTC, let's check that. I guess tomorrow, looking at the market, IRCT or any stock, the train will just crash. The kind of momentum or the candles which I'm seeing is like too much. Okay, not a good close on the higher side. Like so far, not a good bullish candle. Would tell you not to go long so far. That's my recommendation. I mean, you can do it on your own analysis. This is the kind of pattern I'm not so confident. This is what I hate about it. Like if you want a pattern, right, you need a good, not so much of a big distance. You look at the distance between these resistance, this is not good, like not that symmetrical. I would want a symmetrical pattern, probably like this would be a good pattern for us. Just look at this, good touches, right? Even this pattern, you can just check it out, that these are good touches. Like in here we have touches, in here we have, in here we have. you can calculate the overall distance. So this kind of patterns makes me uncomfortable, so I will not recommend you to go long in here. Also, like we have a resistance in here on this particular manner. Let's just wait for both of these patterns to break out, probably like this, then it will be better for you to go long. Again, given that the market is bullish, that is another part. So IRCTC, hope we are clear. So any other doubts, guys, if you have, shall we move it to the final, the part wherein we are going to analyze the markets? Dawat, okay, fine. This stock is one of my biggest returns which it is giving me. It's close to around 45 to 50%, I believe. Yeah, this is the pattern. Like, I went long in here. I also explained in this stock, if you have looked at my video previously, why did I go long in this stock and how. If you looked at it, why didn't I wait for the breakout? Why did I go long exactly like here? I've already explained that. I guess it was already there. If you just go ahead in my YouTube and just check it out, the stock, you will already find it, right? So I didn't have to explain you that. Everything is explained in there. So that is all about the stock. Like, Dawat, so far I'm still holding it. I guess I will have to exit looking at the market's condition. This is a very great pattern. Like, I love patterns like these. Like, you can just look at it, clear, beautiful patterns, no such issues with it. And this is one of the great stocks. I've always loved it. To be honest, if you go and check out my very video of 2 years ago, right? I know I have quit YouTube before, like around close to 1 year's gap. I took it and I was not consistent, but I'm consistent right now. If you look at then around close to 2022, I gave this stock's recommendation at around close to 50 levels, and right now it has more than doubled. I mean, doubled obviously. I did not capture all the trend of double. What I did was I captured 30% before, and I'm right now at 45% now. So close to around 85% is what I'm at right now, right? So this is all about LT Foods. Next stock, Reliance. Okay, if you have checked my Reliance, the video of 20% potential upside move, that was the Reliance stock. It was basically on this pattern. I bought it at this particular place. I did not ride it up till this, obviously, because I exited at somewhere in here at 9 to 8%. And after that, there is this resistance again in here. We'll want Reliance to break this out. Then only, I guess, if Reliance breaks this out, right, it could be a good sign for us that Reliance would probably stabilize Nifty, even though other stocks are falling, and Nifty could be in the sideways market. So that is the thing for Reliance for me. We'll have to check it out again, how it goes, right? Exchanging solution. I did not understand Indian Stocks Live. Can you just tell me what is exchanging solution? Okay, is it a stock? Exchanging solution. Okay, fine, got it. It is a stock. Let's check that out as well. Okay, so add a clear-cut resistance, so will not recommend this. Add a clear-cut resistance. See, there's one more part, guys. If you are wondering, right, there's a resistance in here, and waiting for an entire day will give you, you'll miss out the profits. If that's how you feel, just look at this pattern, okay? This will be a good example for you that how can you still catch, probably still catch it, and accordingly analyze the stock, right? So if this is a long stock in here, right, if this is the pattern, and you're finding that there's a smaller pattern in this manner, right, and you're also seeing that on that particular day it is crossing this trend line, what you do is shift down to 4 hours time frame. Okay, shift down to 4 hours time frame in here, and then look at it and just settle in this particular graph in such a manner that it is looking on this manner, right? So if you look at this particular stock in this manner, otherwise if you just check it out in this support as well, you will understand that you just look in here, right? This at this particular price you could have entered some money, like not entire quantity I'm saying, because still what I'm saying is that if you look at 4 hours, rather than going 100% quantity in here, at least you can go 50%, right? 50% is something which you can go at. So at least you'll be making money on 50% in here. And if you lose your stop loss, no issues. You're losing only in 50%. So still your psychology is stable. Nothing which is going wrong. This is how you can manage it and, go long in stocks if you are finding that the momentum is so huge, and accordingly deal with it, right? This is one of the ways which I deal and accordingly deal with stocks. Next we have is what? IEX. Let's check it. IEX. Well, support is pretty clear, not the resistance. If you look at it, okay, so there's a small resistance in here if you just look in this manner. So not a good close. It didn't even close above. So this is one part. And Is there anything else? Yeah, there's another resistance like this probably. So if market sustains and is bullish, then we can probably go long at this support, taking our targets up to 11%. Keep your stop loss at least till 3 to 4%. Yeah. So play 1:2, 1:3 accordingly, but we need the markets to be bullish. So that is all about IEX. Any other doubts you guys have? Any other doubts, guys? Just let me know in the chat box. Any other doubts? Okay, sure. Let's get back to the part where we analyze SGX Nifty, which is what every single person is all worried about. Let's just look at it. S&P 500. God damn it, it is down by 3%. Okay, so first part, right? What I actually used to do, right, in the zonal levels is that I used to find out the most reversal points. Like, you can just understand what I'm trying to say, that okay, this was a support, took a breakdown, then again a resistance came down, again a resistance tried to sustain on the higher side, didn't, gave a breakdown, again downside, went up, support again, and so on, right? But right now, after doing a lot of chart reading with Forex and stuff like that, what I felt is that we could have predicted this by looking at the most recent this thing. Just connect them. So if you look at it, we probably do not need the data of so much in the past. That is what I'm saying. And after doing this a lot of times, because of the sole reason that where are the most recent buyers and sellers, just connect that particular wick and the recent swing. That will be more than enough for you, is what I feel. And this way I could have probably predicted that no, this is not required and probably not the time to go long in here, right? But we still go, we still did go, and I'll tell you why I actually got this figured out. But the sole reason why I still went long is that if you look at the most recent candles, right, in here, this was quite a bullish candle, not such a very big wick, right? And this is also a kind of bullish candle which shows that yeah, it would sustain. So I thought that going long with a small quantity makes sense, and that's the reason why I went in. But yes, sometimes this is how market treats you. There is nothing which we can do about. And also in this manner, if you look at it, this is the daily time frame, right? This is something which I was very confident about, but something really bearish happened. And what was it? See, what happens usually is that, let's assume that there is two supports in here, right? And there's a resistance. So what we generally see is that after a market, the market is giving breakout, right? What generally happens is that it will go on the higher side in a bullish note, right? First of all, it might either consolidate. After it consolidates, it might go on the bullish side, or straight away it can go on the bullish side. What you do is you take in your best bets in here and keep a stop loss below this, right? And what happens is that generally as it goes on the higher side, as soon as it reaches near the resistance, right, the price needs to slow down, right? It slows down. If you look at it at this particular level, just look at this one, right? Look at this one. The price went on the higher side, it took a resistance, it was slowing down. Again in here, price took a resistance, was slowing down, right? So every single time it goes on the higher side, it slows down. But there are very few scenarios like today. What is happening is that, looking at this support, right, looking at this support, it gave a breakout. But look at this, the price just straight away went on the higher side, like it was really bullish. If I show you in the 1 hour time frame, if I show you in the 1 hour time frame, it was really bullish. The Dow futures were really bullish. But suddenly what happened is that it straight away turned out to be negative, and it is such a big candle it is forming now. So this is something which I'm saying that it is not that common. It doesn't happen that way usually. We will get some time to exit, some time to enter in here. That is what I mean. But usually it doesn't happen. Like probably out of 100 times, it can happen close to around 15 times. 15 times is something which can happen. That's the reason why we at least need 50% of our accuracy with 1:2 ratio of our target. If you look at it anytime, if it comes to resistance, just look at this particular part as well. If it has come down to its resistance in here, just look at it. The price will slow down. If it goes in here, the price will slow down. It might try to give a double top and again come down in here. Even after it breaks this swing in here, it will again be a little, slow with the price movements and then suddenly fall down. But in here, it has not happened usually, right? So this is markets. You'll have to accept it that, you just have to accept your losses and go along with your journey. This doesn't mean that this is how it always happens. So make sure that you wait for it. And also, if you look at this breakdown in here, right, I will show you that I shouldn't have taken this particular breakdown. I should have just taken this particular swing in here, which was from this particular part. This candle, like this was the previous swing which it took a support from, right? Even though this gave a big breakdown in here, we got enough time in here. If you just look at it, this candle straight away did not cross both of them and straight away came down continuously in this manner. It took us retracement. I mean, it tried to go on the higher side. It paused for a while. This is the pause which we need as sellers to keep our stop losses in here and enter, and accordingly we'll get our target. So this is how we need to trade. But this is what happens usually most of the time, but it did not happen today. Exceptional issues, so we cannot deal and we cannot do anything about it. This is a game of probability. You'll have to adjust your positions accordingly, and accordingly you'll have to make sure that your stop losses, your risk to reward is managed very well, right? Any other doubts which you have regarding this particular part? So yeah, this is one part which I wanted to teach you, that please do understand that give the most recent swing as your importance, because that's where a lot of option selling, a lot of futures or a lot of stuff is being done. That's where the major money is at. So yeah, according to a daily time frame analysis, I felt this thing. And SGX Nifty, let's go on that now. SGX Nifty could also have been, SGX Nifty definitely showed that it was a breakout, right? If you just look at it, even if you look at the recent swing, it has given a breakout. But this is something which obviously comes with market sentiment mode, which is obviously looking at SGX, right? So SGX is something that you have to look at. I mean, sorry, not SGX, Dow futures is something which you have to look at and accordingly deal with SGX as well, because SGX and Dow futures always go together. Most of the time they do go together, like 90% of that time you will find them together. Even if Dow futures is falling down, right, you will find markets of SGX Nifty to sustain above that level. At least not go on the higher side, but definitely you will find that the market is sustaining at that level, right? So definitely that's the reason why I went long in here. My idea was very simple. SGX gave a breakout on the daily time frame in here, and also looking at the Dow futures at this particular price, I thought that this is a breakout at this particular place. I should have probably waited for another day, but again, you cannot always complain that you'll be right all the time, right? So this is the thing which I'm actually trying to make you understand. I thought that this is a breakout, and it definitely did go on the higher side, but again, it straight away went on the higher side, took resistance and came down and started crashing. So that is something which I did not expect. So again, that's another theory of it. So what are the stocks which I went long? I'll show you that. See, this is the first stock. I'm into a good 1% profit in here. I exactly entered in this bottom, and after that, Bajaj, this is again a good stock which I entered. Will not be into a major loss is what I feel in here. GSFC is something which I'm into 1% loss at, because I entered somewhere at this particular place and my stop loss is below this. Tata Motors is again a good stock in here at a good profit. At this candle I entered into 1% or so profit in here. Might open gap down and profits might just go to zero. No issues with that. This another stock is Sun Pharma. This stock, I guess someone from my community suggested this, so I did not go long as such till now, just looking at this one. And yeah, Swan Energy is something which I went long at exactly at this bottom, so in some good profits. So at the end, what I'm saying is that okay, Umang is asking me that am I exiting all of my trades? Okay, see, I'll tell you when I'm going to exit, right? Let's go and analyze SGX Nifty. Sure. So let's just analyze SGX Nifty and understand. See, my overall view is that if, let's just take out all of these patterns, okay? See, this is the major support which is going to play ahead. This was the previous resistance which was there and it gave a breakdown, right? Apart from that, there is also a previous swing in here which you can see on this manner, right? Because this is the place where it reversed from, and right now this place is being held on, right? And if you look at it, if I find SGX Nifty closing below this, definitely I'll exit all of my stocks. So tomorrow by the end of the day, I'll check out how things are going on. Probably what I feel is that SGX might take support in here, might go sideways again in this manner, and already Dow futures is at its support almost. If you just look at it in this manner, sorry, yeah, Dow futures is almost at its support in this particular trend line. So in this manner, if you just look at it, we probably have more downside left for Dow Jones in here in Dow futures. So on that manner, if you just look at it, 1% more fall is there. So that's the reason why I will not exit stocks until and unless XGX is not closing below this particular level. Particular level is not closed down. Until and unless, I will not exit my stocks. If yes, my stop losses are more than to handle on that particular stock, I will not wait for that close. I will just exit. I've already placed in my stop losses and everything. So if they do get hit on that process, I will exit. But if they don't, I will just stay put, because there is a certain amount after which I do not care. I will just exit all of my positions. So that's the particular place which I'm looking at. There is one option. Okay, Jellybean is asking that after a huge gap down tomorrow, what is the chances? What I feel is that if tomorrow, we also had a huge gap down in this candle, if you remember, 29th August. Let me just show you. 29th August, where is it? I very well remember I took a trade in here. Yeah, if you just look at it, look at this. This was a good resistance. I mean, we didn't know that it was a resistance until this was a breakdown. So took this more zonal in here. After taking this resistance in here, we had a big candle. Just look at it. We had a big candle in here again. A good gap down, but we went on the higher side. So what I feel is that yes, we might find in a gap down again like this, but this is the exact place where SGX is also taking resistance in here. So until and unless 17,800 is not giving a breakdown in SGX, and also Nifty at 17,720, you don't have to exit your stocks. I mean, yes, this could be giving you the most recent swings a good loss, but only exit them if you're according to the patterns. If it has given you a breakdown or touch, even if it has touched, no issues, just exit it. Do not wait for the close, because most of the time if you just wait for the close, it is not going to work for you. Only go and trail in your targets only and only if you're into a good profits. Like for an example, let's assume that just give me a second, guys. I guess I closed out my other. Yeah, so yeah, exactly, follow the pattern is what I'm saying. Let's assume that we have our stocks like in here as DMart, right, which we have gone long in. Oh sorry, this pattern will be showing DMart's pattern. Yeah, this is the pattern which is showing it, right? If I'm probably like, I'm already into good profits in here, right, around close to 1% in here, but will I exit straight away in there? Yes, DMart might open gap down at this particular place, but what if it doesn't come down to this particular place? Every stock has its own story to follow. Just because market is going continuously on the bullish side doesn't mean that all the stocks will go on the higher side. Yes, majority of them could go on the higher side. Majority of them can just consolidate, and a lot of stocks will not even go on the higher side. And just because markets are going on the downside doesn't mean that all the stocks will go on the downside, right? So make sure that you are following your patterns. You have kept in your stop loss. For me, this is the reason why I was not going all in with my capital. If you even look at this particular message, right, which I've shared, let me just share it with you in the screen so that you will understand. Yeah, look at this particular message which I've clearly mentioned today. See this. I said that we'll go in a systematic manner. Only 30% of the quantity is for the time being. That's the reason why only I will have a small loss, not a major loss on my 100% capital. Only a 30% capital is what I've deployed. And on that, I will have a loss, a minor loss. I mean, not a minor loss. Probably you can consider that if I have a capital of 1 lakh and I've deployed only 30,000. And I have kept a usual stop loss of not more than 3% per stock and a target of 6 to 9%, right? So 3% of 30,000 would be how much? You can just calculate. So on an overall capital, it would be still a small loss, which is still bearable for me. That's why I keep on telling you that please make sure you do not enter in all of the stocks, all of your capital straight away. Wait for multiple confirmation. Do pyramiding. It is fine to have an average profit on a consistent basis rather than having a big profit and then having an even bigger loss the next day. So please do follow this, right? I hope it is clear. So that is when I'm going to exit my stocks. I feel that 17,800 in here as well, and in here in Nifty also could be a good support for both of these places. In here, it's the same place around. You can just look at it, right? 17,744, and this is almost the same place, 17,090 levels. So not much of a difference, 40 to 50 points. So we'll have to wait accordingly and deal with it. So that is when I'll be exiting my stocks. I'll wait for SGX Tech. If it goes down below this, probably like up till this candle, like this candle's previous low is what I'll keep as my stop loss. If it touches, even if it touches this, I will probably exit. I will not wait. I mean, exit in the sense all of those stocks, if they have not even hit their stop losses, no issues. I will still exit at the end of the day. First of all, tomorrow's close is very important for me. Accordingly, I'll deal with it. And also the next direction for the markets could be decided on this manner. If you just look at it, yeah, if you overall look at this particular place, just look at this beautiful pattern, right? Good triangle pattern, and this was a good resistance breakout in here, and it is trying to give breakdown again. But has it happened till now? No, it has not yet happened till now. We still have 17 hours to go. Also remember this point, that have an overall view that despite American markets or whether it be any other markets, they have been down performing compared to Nifty. Nifty is outperforming every single market in this world right now. So still just wait for the close. If this is how it is by the last 30 minutes or 20 minutes also, that's probably the time for you to think that yes, this breakout has failed. And again, in the last session, I've told you that I trade support and resistance reversals more. This is the exact reason why I do that, because breakouts and breakdowns can, fail. There's a high chance of it. And to be honest, for the last 2 years, I'm noticing that breakouts and breakdowns are failing a lot. Like stop losses are being hunted. So for that reason, even if I want to do a breakout trading, I will still wait for even if I want to go long, I'm not going to go long with most of my capital. Support and resistance, I definitely go long with at least 60% or twice the quantity I go long as compared to breakouts. So that is one thing which I wanted to clear, right? So I hope this is clear for you all. And yep, let's hope for the best. I guess what I'm going to do next is probably, if it is going to close below this, I will just exit all of my stocks, because this is the trend line as well, which is supporting. So trend line and also this previous low candle exactly matches up a lot. And according to this, I will look at it. If this is giving a breakdown, right, and also the trend line, what I will do is I'll just straight away go short calls in here and buy a little far OTM calls, and accordingly take in my targets up till here. So I'll update you in the next live session if I take any such trades like that. So it could be a pretty good place for us to learn a lot of things. Any other doubts which you have in the comment section, just let me know. What are foreign markets should we track for our market and impact would be in our market? I would suggest that just look at Dow futures and S&P 500. Even if you don't want to look at S&P 500, just look at Dow futures. Even if you don't want to look at Dow futures, just look at S&P 500. That is more than enough, because of the sole reason that, it's more than enough for us. You don't have to track all the other markets. Chinese market has been down performing since many days. You don't have to look at it. Even let the England markets, or what is that, DAX and other markets, let them just do whatever they want. We don't care about it. What we care about is the biggest stock market, which is S&P 500, where the trillions of transaction is going on, where the liquidity is so high you cannot even imagine compared to India. So that is something which we need to imply on. So yeah, SGX Nifty and Dow futures, do not even check Dow, because of the sole reason that gap ups and gap downs make me crazy. Again, I'll show you why. This is the reason why. This is Dow futures. Again, just look at it. No big deal in such. You could have easily predicted that this is the resistance, but we did not predict that after resistance it will straight away fall down very continuously in the same day. What we predicted that after taking resistance we'll probably get a day or two to exit our positions, but we did not even get that. Very rarely it happens, not always, right? So that is something. And even if it gives a breakdown, I didn't think so that it would fall so low that it could just come at this particular place. So that is something which we have to look at. Very rarely it happens, not all the time. So SGX Nifty and Dow futures, yes, overall have a view with S&P 500 also. If you want to, you can get an easy view in here, right? So for that reason, yes, that can happen. All those who are saying right, CPI data and all of that, I just want to question one thing. Like, I see in a lot of telegrams, just because markets have started falling in or on the higher side it goes up and down. To be honest, 1% to 2% is a very normal move in the markets. Until and unless there is not a big correction up till 5 to 6%, then you worry about it, because we will have these corrections every single day. Don't worry about it. Yes, our timing might be wrong for the time right now. We are not gods. We are not the people who have come from future. You have to understand that. So yes, we have been wrong, but what about the times where we have been right? What about that? When will you consider that part? You have to consider everything overall, right? So please do take that in consideration and then deal with it. We have had data of Dow futures or related to the S&P 500 before as well, and it has rallied on the higher side. We had good data, but still it has crashed down. I still remember a particular person who was crying on the stock of SBI. He was an employee who came in and told me that I have insights of SBI that he is having great results on that particular quarter, like SBI. And he definitely had very huge positions according to him, went long in futures and options. And still it had opened gap down, and still it started crashing down. I probably can show you the charts and prove it to you. Wait. And that guy was in a scenario that he was coming and asking me for help. So that is not something which you had to do. See, just look at this particular one. See, the earnings calendar. This is the exact place where I told SBI is one. The gap down happened and still it started to go down. Just imagine, right? He had thought that it would go on the higher side, but on the earnings season itself, just look at this particular move. This wick itself has wiped out his big capital. 2% fall in futures. Just imagine how much it would be. Like, it will be huge for futures and options as well. And I don't know what happened later on after that. Like, I just told him that please do not come to me that if this is how you're going to play, please do not play on earnings and news and stuff like that. You will already know where the market players are at. Probably, yes, some institutions might have looked at this news and have shorted heavily, but that does not happen every single day. Obviously, you'll get enough time to exit and enter. Very few times it happens in this manner. Very few times. So please do consider that. Do not be afraid all the time, because if you'll be afraid of taking positions, then I don't know what to say. You're not made for the markets then. So this is something which I wanted to tell you. Anything else, guys, which you want to ask me? Any doubts regarding this or anything else? So I've taught you one major important thing, that look at the most recent swings and make sure that just block out every single noise. Like, do not even go ahead and check out all those Telegram groups, probably YouTube as well. I'm not saying that don't even check out mine. What I'm saying is that if you're finding someone like me that who's saying the same stuff, probably then yes, you can look at him, because if you are bothered about news, then you will miss out huge opportunities. We had many credit rating agencies downgrading India's GDP and whatnot. But what has happened? India has outperformed. Still, all those people who were bearish at 15,000 levels, they said market crash coming, and all of that stuff. See where we are right now at 18,000 levels. And now just because one particular 1.42% is all we had, right? Only we are having a gap down of only 200 points. Where is 18,000 points and where is 200 points? So don't be worried about it, right? I know the recent swing players can have a little trouble. No issues. We'll bounce back again. Don't worry. This is all a part of making money together by learning and stuff like that. So that is another part. And I'm actually looking at buying opportunities because of the sole reason that if I show you, where is it? Indices and Dow futures. This is a good pattern, right? This is a good pattern. It is. If I actually show you in weekly now, you'll understand. Just look at weekly patterns, right? See, it has come to its previous COVID levels in here, right? It has definitely come in here. But you also try to understand this one. It has finally given a breakout. Do you understand? This is what I'm trying to make you understand, that why I'm looking to buy at this level. Dow futures has probably just started its play right now. All of those who are turning bearish right now, right? They'll probably say that, oh, what a fall, what a fall. But later on, just check it out. What is going to happen? Remember this time. See, definitely, I'm not saying that I'll be 100% right. But just look at the weekly charts in here is what I'm saying. Dow futures at this same level has come down, went on the higher side. And also, I remember the last time when I was reading its reports that the US jobs are probably right. The claims have fallen down, I believe. Let's just check out that news as well and look at the macroeconomics. US job claims data. All right. So see, we have the data as, where is in here? 18 actual to jobless claims, right? Yeah. Okay, see, the forecast was of 253k, it is at 243k. Again, forecast was at 248, 232, 240, 222k, right? So that's what I'm actually telling you, that overall, if you look at the macros in here, right, it is pretty okayish. It is nothing so sort of being too bearish in here. That's the reason why I'm telling you, just look at the overall things in here. Yes, in the long run, macros do make us understand that this is something to look at. So in a weekly time frame for a positional player, this is a very common thing that yes, it has given a breakout, went on the higher side, probably took a resistance at this particular level in here, and then it has reversed a little down. But the price action pattern is still supporting in here. So let's just wait for it. Doesn't mean that just because 2% fall has happened, you will sell off all your investing portfolios and positional plays and everything. No, don't do that. I'm still holding my longs from 15,200 levels so far till now. So that's what I'm saying in here, that please be patient. If you have taken at your best bets in here, still hold them. No issues, right? Because just because this index is going on such that all the stocks will fall in such a manner, no. If I show you, I have a lot of stocks which are at a very good level in here. Let's just check that. Okay, US stocks, right? So you'll understand how do I basically analyze US stocks as well, and it'll be good for you. Obviously, it is a bloodbath, so do not be worried about this. These are a very few stocks, okay? Because I trade mostly on the top few stocks of US only. I do not check out every single stock, and on that basis, I do it. Let's analyze Google. Sorry, Alphabet, which is of Google. We'll understand Alphabet. Yeah, here it is. And on a weekly time frame, you can clearly see that this is a good opportunity for us to buy. Do you understand why I'm saying this? Minimum risk to reward ratio, guys. Minimum risk to reward ratio. Just look at it. Fine, let's take a risk to reward ratio of below this one. 6% risk reward is what you're having for Google. For such a big company, for such a good company, you're having such a small amount of risk. What is your target? Just look at in here. Around close to 15% for a positional trade. So good place for you to go long and short. I mean, sorry, not short, go long in here. So on a weekly time frame, everything seems pretty normal. You cannot worry about what is happening in 5 minutes. If 5 minutes time frame, Nifty is falling this much big candle. What is this big candle? Does it matter anywhere in this big candle on a weekly time frame, which is not even fitting on the chart? That is something which you need to question about, right? So just look at that particular part, and you can easily take in your targets up till here for the next swing. All these big companies, right? I'm telling you, just get along with it. Like, especially for me as a tech person, I love tech stocks. So any big dip which is coming in, just go ahead and buy it. That's all I'm telling you all about it. Yes, US stock, I mean, we'll have to understand how the overall macroeconomics will go over there. Probably like the government will have to struggle a little, but I definitely do believe in those stocks, especially which we can't live without. Imagine Google falling down this much. Just look at this COVID time also. How much has Google fallen, right? How much did it fall? Only 30%. Why? Because we definitely know that Google is something, it's services which we all use. Can you imagine a world without Google Maps or Play Store or the phones which we use? No. All of them is belonging to Alphabet. Any such big dips comes in, just go ahead and buy blindly. That's all I'm saying. Nothing more. What I'm saying is that if you're actually trying to save up big capital, right? Like, let's assume that what I've done is with, I'll be honest, what I've done, like I have also account in HDFC wherein I invest, not trade. I trade in US markets and grow, invest in HDFC securities, which allows us to buy stocks of foreign markets. What I did was I bought a good quantity in here, right? Did I exit all of them? No, I will not exit, because I know that at this top place, it doesn't make sense for us to buy. When does it make a sense? Any major horizontal levels like this is something which we need to understand. I bought it in here, I bought it again in here. Even if it breaks down, right, I will still not exit, because I know that both these averages combined, my average is something still in here. So just imagine if you keep on doing this for a long time, right? For a long time, if you keep on doing this, I'll buy again at this particular place. My average will come. I started buying in here, and in here. My average will come down to particularly at this particular mid part. So again, I will buy at this particular place when it comes to this part. So my average will again come down to somewhere in here. Does it make sense for you that all the big fan companies or big MNCs will go to zero? No, obviously it won't go. Yes, it might be a bearish turn for you, but that's when your ass is being checked out, whether it is build up of rock or is it just an ass for you to smack out and be out of the markets, because markets will smack your ass off and then just be kick you out of the markets. So that is something which you need to understand, that please at this big levels invest in the sense at big terms. You'll at least get in the long period of time, you will beat the market's return as well, like close to around 25 to 30% definitely you can make. You can do that easily. Even in the markets, right? If I see, what I do is on the weekly time frame, remember this, that I do this for weekly time frames, okay? I do this only for weekly time frames. Even in Nifty, if I show you now, why did I go long of those particular swings? Just look at this weekly time frame, you'll understand. This major zone, did it break at all? Did it break at all? No. I definitely did bought these, what do you call these things? ETFs, Nifty Bs. I did buy them, okay? I bought them also. I entered a few mutual funds as well, just for comparison, that am I beating those fund managers or not. For that reason only I entered. I do not invest more in it. That's just the part wherein I compare. So this is the part where I entered. It gave a breakdown, no issues. I entered again in here, went on the higher side, but my average was where? My average was somewhere in here. Again it came down. I entered again in this particular part. Again, just look at it. My average came down more to this particular part. So overall, if you look at it, good profits. In 2 months, I'm into a good profit of 15% the last time I saw. It touched a high of 16% today. Probably it will be down by 1.5%. But that's it. That's how you have to play it. In 2 months, you're getting 15% returns. Just imagine. 2 months. What else do you need? Yes, you might have to wait for those 2 months to look at. You might be hurt if the market is coming down. But that's when you have to understand that yes, markets are coming down, time for me to buy, just blindly buy. Because that's the part where you have to understand the overall big graph. What's the big data in here? Just look at it. What's the big data? This particular graph, right? If I show you, if we are basically trading like this in this manner, but we will know that after 10 years, this graph, if we just zoom out, this graph will basically look a horizontal line to us, this particular area. So this will also look the same thing in the next 10 to 15 years. If you are a young student, I'm telling you, just go ahead and invest. Stop going out having fun. I mean, not on that sense. Stop, like probably if you're having fun 4 times a month, reduce it to 2 times at least. Save that 2 times a month money, invest. And just do it. I'll tell you one thing, guys. Any person can make close to around 5 crores to 10 crores in his lifetime easily if he invests a particular amount on a consistent manner. If you reach that level, after that, I don't know about your ideas of what you want to do in the future. My target is, as soon as I reach 10 CRs, I will just forget about everything. Yes, my investments will be there. No trading, no charts and stuff like that. Even if we do FD of 5 crores or at least 3 crores, we'll get 2 to 3 lakhs, which is a very big salary in India. Only the top 1% make it. Average income of a particular person is 400 rupees to 300 rupees per day. So just imagine monthly if you're making 3 to 4 lakhs in FD itself. So that's all I'm saying, right? Do not worry about this market crashes and stuff like that. All those dumb people will make noises, because just stay quiet, okay? Just stay quiet is what I'm all saying. That's it. I did not come live on YouTube back then or showed my PNLs and everything like that to show off. No, I don't like doing it. Yes, you can, if there is any community member in here of mine who has been with my community for a long time, they know that in this 15,200 levels I did go long. If you check out this July's message also, right, if I take you to that, they will do understand. What's your target age for 10 CR? Well, when will I get 10 CR? I do not know. So probably in the next 5 to 6 years is what I'm feeling. We'll look at it, and according on that basis we'll understand when I will go. I'll show you this 15,200 level so that you understand. 15,200, right? Let's just check out. Yeah, just look at this. These were my stocks back in July. I told in here, why you gotta be bullish. These are at that particular day 17%. Litika and Hinduja has given me the maximum returns, 87% returns. I've still not exited. It has come down to 50%, still not exited, because these are my investment stocks. Like very not very long, but positional investment stocks, wherein I'll exit only after, like, if I get to see that Nifty is coming down very drastically, that manner, like a positional of probably 6 to 7 months or that manner. And I'm still holding these stocks because of the sole reason that if 3 quarters continuously straight, if they down perform, then only I'll exit. And generally following this strategy for the last 3 years, even if the market is on the downtrend phase or the long, any phase, if the stock has not performed more than 3 months, like in a proper good manner, like it is coming down drastically, if its performance is coming down drastically for 3 quarters and the markets, or there is no such major news or such thing like that, then definitely you need to exit that stock. That is a short-term investor I am. So this is one part, right? And I shared the charts in here. I'm not quite getting it. Where is it? Let's just check it out. So I hope you're clear with it. Why did I say that it is better for you to go long? And okay, somebody's saying that I swear you won't retire. See, I have my plans. I would probably get into venture capitalism, like investing into startup, if I have that much money. But the thing is that I have a lot of plans in my life. Like I want to travel a lot, and I want to make such, like, I'm interested in video editing as well these days. I'm learning a lot. Probably you'll see. Okay guys, I just want one thing. I want you to let me know what is your opinion in this, right? Would you be fine if I make videos like as in a blogging come trading type, and which it would show basically you good scenes in here, and probably which would show you by trading as well, where you'll not just get bored with charts and everything. What is your opinion? Do you want such videos? Just let me know down in the comments. If you want it, let me know. I will definitely share it. Okay, perfectly fine. Somebody's saying that pretty good. Okay, what about others? Only one person. What about others? Yeah, this is the chart, guys. Look at this one. Okay, Vikrant is also saying good idea. Thanks. Well, this is the chart which I shared. This was June 15th, right? Look at this big support in here. And I've clearly said that this is what I see in NF at major support in a higher time frame. If we can only take least risky bets, so yeah, I'm no god to say it would for sure rebound back. Things can turn out to be ugly for me as well in your favor. As a trader, I take my least best, risky bets. And this had the minimum SL. Just look at this zone and look at the beautiful targets which we have received so far, right? Just look at it. And I updated every single stock in here. I have updated personally all the stocks. Just look at this, all these stocks which I took: JSWC, HCL Technologies, ITC, Muthoot Finance, Adani Ports, HCL Technologies, Sonata Software, Canara Bank, Muthoot Finance, Aster DM, SIS, DCM. Again, I bought ITC, I guess, HDS, Hanseng Beast, Chinese market. This is something which I made mistake at. I hate those Chinese because of the sole reason that I thought looking at their macroeconomics then was pretty good then, but right now it is just going down. So no issues. It's a part of it. Nifty Bees again, and Motilal, itself. So these were the stocks which I invested, and also the mutual fund is giving quite a good return. Even if someone is a mutual fund investor in our group, if someone old is watching this video, I would suggest you that just go ahead and draw simple support and resistance. Nothing much to look at. Just draw previous swing like this. You can easily make it out. Like where did it take resistance, where it took this consolidation. Just go ahead and invest at that level. Be patient. What will you do? If you ask me what am I going to do, if it gives a breakout, this is the time for you to go all in with your money and put a stop loss below this and enjoy this bullish trend. But will you book it out? It depends completely upon you. If you're happy with the profits for that year particularly, be happy with it. But just in case, as a technical analysis. Obviously, if you make this kind of money, you will be interested in making more money, so you will try to learn technical analysis. So what I'm saying is that if you look at this big bullishness, right, because Nifty has come down to this level doesn't mean that all the stocks will come down to this level. So have a fundamental and technical aspect both, and accordingly you can invest in such a big manner that you will get big profits in here. And even if market corrects, your profits might reduce to 50% of it. But again, ask yourself that is this company good enough for you to stay invested? If yes, stay invested. Because if your life is going on pretty smooth, do not take out your investments. Why do you need it? You're having it for a long period of time, right? Otherwise, even if you feel that this is a very, let's assume that you're thinking that this is formed a double top in here, right? Double top in here. And you're into a profits of probably like 70% of it. So just remove the initial capital. Like if you have invested 1 lakh in here, 70,000 is your profit, or total is how much? 1.7k. I mean 1.70,000. So what I'm saying is that remove this 1 lakh, let the 70,000 invested amount stay there. This is what I did with all of my stocks. This is what I do as a technical analysis person or anything. Again, I will be doing this only. If this breaks down on weekly time frame, I will exit all of my stocks only with the initial capital. I will let my, profit stay invested with the good stocks is what I feel. Only love will take 6 Nifty back to 18,000. I did not understand. What did you try to say, Vikrant? We would love to see your love life in your vlogs. Okay. Well, this is a platform wherein I cannot say anything more than that. But definitely, I will try to edit a lot of videos. The thing is that currently, the video which I'm shooting at, this is on my M1 Max laptop, which basically, most of the time my brother also uses. So I've ordered another laptop of mine, which is M1 Pro, which is more compatible. This is a kind of a big, heavy laptop for it. So on that basis, I do not like taking this outside, because if I take this outside, it is very heavy as well. And it is not that compatible. If you just go ahead and check out in your own stores, right? If you ever go to Reliance Digital or any other store, just check out the weight of M1 Max 16-inch. It is quite heavy because it is a beast of a machine. So yeah, it will be heavy. So I tried to order a lower variant. Not a lower, it is, the size screen is small and it is less weight in comparison to M1 Max. So that's the reason why I'm just waiting for it. It'll probably take around close to by 23rd I'll get it. That is what it shows. Because of the sole reason that there is some new AirPods which is coming in, but it is launching on 23rd. So I guess they are launching all of it together. So for that reason, you'll have to wait for those vlogs and type of things to come in. Otherwise, I will try my best to make it some kind of a cinematic experience for you people. Do not expect me to shoot those videos in big cameras and stuff like that. No. Normal 1080p videos, or I'll try my best to make it in a higher resolution and accordingly deal with it, right? Let's see how it goes overall. And thank you so much, guys. If you're new to this channel, guys, please do subscribe. Do not forget to do that and like this video. It helps me a lot. To be honest, I just want you to thanks a lot. To those people. Since I started doing live, people are coming in, and I appreciate a lot for trusting me with my analysis and to learn and giving me an opportunity to learn as well. I swear to God, I will obviously come in live and clear out all your doubts on a usual basis, because I feel that karma will pay me back. So no Telegram fees and such thing. Karma will pay me in my fees. So that will be more than enough for me, right? Any other thing which you guys want to ask me? Any other things, guys, which you want to ask? Thank you so much, Pradeep. Thank you, Javeen. Thank you, Vikrant. Karthikeyan. Thank you a lot. Vanilla, thank you so much. Anything else which you guys want to clear out, or any other doubts which you have? Next live session, we'll not have a live session every single day, because every single day would be quite boring, right? Because I just told you yesterday, today, what to do for tomorrow, or probably what we're going to do in there. If I have something new to tell, I will definitely come in live. So stay connected to us. The link is in the description in our Instagram group. It is there. Come in there, join us there. I also talk to a lot of people there. I guess we have close to around 40 to 50 members in there, and we talk on a regular basis. and we clear out each other's doubts, right? So you can share a lot of stuff. You can join us on Instagram and Telegram. Everything is for free. So yep, do join us and do talk to us. Show us your love through subscribing to the channel. That's all. I was not staying consistent previously because of some health issues, but right now I'm pretty much fine. So yep, I'll be coming live regularly every few days, once in a while, probably 3 to 4 days. Whenever the markets are changing, I will definitely come in live, right? I will be sharing in my opinions. How do I basically trade? What do I feel? You can come in and share in your opinions. If I find something that someone is sharing pretty good idea, okay, there was some, okay, I have not logged in my Instagram in this MacBook, but last time I asked about PVR's analysis. Why did it open such a big gap down, or not a gap down? I guess it was falling down, and everybody started blaming this movie called as Brahmastra, right? I that's the movie I believe. So let's just check that as well. And could we have predicted the PVR's fall or not? Let's just check that. Guys, can you just let me know when was the release of Brahmastra? Like, what was the date, and when is the date when PVR started falling down? Which date was it? Was it around 4th of August or something? When did Brahmastra launch? Okay, 9th September it started to fall. See, people are saying that because of Brahmastra it has fallen down so much. But just look at it on a daily time frame. PVR has been in its resistance since a long time. This is the clear-cut resistance, right? Just adjust it a little bit and just look at it. It has been in the resistance for quite a long time. I mean, it tried to break on the higher side, but it came down. On a weekly time frame, I guess it will be very clear. Just look at this. Someone shared this chart, I believe, in this group, in the Instagram group. So you cannot blame the movie particularly in this manner. It is just like saying in an incident which has happened long time before with Ronaldo, that he has just put in the Coke bottle on the side and Coca-Cola fell down by just 1% and they started blaming Ronaldo for it. No, that doesn't happen on that sense. If Coca-Cola falls down 5%, then can you go ahead and blame Ronaldo itself? No, that doesn't happen. So overall, have an understanding. This is all what people make up just to have your attention. You will always find those Instagram pages, you know, what will they do is that they will post in some kind of a picture like this to have your attention and then say that Brahmastra has failed. So PVR has been hitting it with its stop loss, I mean, you know, downtrend. And at this, end, they will promote that. Just see on this next page, our members have been making profit. And in this big next post, either they will be promoting or they will be saying that this is our Telegram group, join us, and they will show a daily screenshot profit. Nobody shows their entire PNL. I don't know why. At least if you're not comfortable showing in PNL, like even I was not before, I used to show it until last year. After that, what I started saying is that somebody tried to come and accuse me. So I said that, okay, fine. What I will do is I will take in my live challenge of Zerodha and I will start uploading it. And I told that I will do it for exactly three times, which is 90 days, right? So more than enough for you to understand whether I'm profitable or not. And I've posted all of that in my LinkedIn, and that proves it. That's it. And that person has not been in my view ever since then. So that is all it matters. So that's all I'm saying, that, you know, make sure that, you know, you just analyze and do not listen to all of those bullshit. Whenever I listen to all of these bullshits, I just start laughing out. Because my brother itself, he came in and said that, you know, PVR has fallen down so much. Is it because of Brahmastra and so on and stuff like that? So I keep on laughing because these things make me laugh. If I'm an option trader, which chart should I watch, futures or spot, and on which chart should we execute our trades? See, it depends on your time frame. If you're an intraday person, look at see, I have seen both the places. Okay, I explain you these details. If you're an option buyer, it might be helpful for all of you as well. There are two types of people: looking at spot chart, another one at future. Now, why do people look at spot chart? Because they believe completely on the price action basis. They will look at only on that one. The ones who are looking at futures, right, they will look at price action also, and they will also look at volume. So that is their end. Is spot bad or future bad, or which one is better? I would say neither. It all depends upon completely your basis. You will find a very different category if it is me. I look at SGX Nifty. What about that? So somebody will call me mad, but does that make me, you know, make me a losing trader or something like that? No, we all have our own preferences. So deal accordingly if you want. That's all I'm saying. If you're someone whose time frame is small or something like that, spot can also help you. Futures can also help you. If you're someone who's taking volume confirmation, then go with futures. if you are taking someone who's not with volume confirmation, because just because you have added volume doesn't mean that it is definitely going to work. No, sometimes this might give you a place that do not get into the trade, but this will give you that get into the trade. Vice versa can happen, but just follow one system is all I'm saying. Then you will be profitable. Clear? So follow the chart which is required and keep your stop losses on the basis of the chart. You know, you get this analyze option in Zerodha. When you have taken this trade, right, you get this analyze option. There is a payoff chart in here like this. So type this particular thing. Like, let's assume that there is a channel breakout in here and you're entering a bank nifty option price in here, right? So after you have bought it, your stop loss, you feel that 40,000 is your stop loss, right? 40,000 LTP of bank nifty, right? 40,000 strike price is your stop loss, and right now it is at 40,100. So type in 40,000 in here and look at it. If 40,000 touches in here, what is your overall loss in here, right? So then you check out if your overall loss is going to be 2,000 from the LTP, then you keep this 2,000 as your stop loss in your option price. How will you keep it? Let's assume that your option strike price is 200 rupees, right? So 2,000 rupees stop loss, or 2,500, let's assume that 2,500 is your stop loss, which is how much? 100 points, right? For bank nifty. So LTP will be how much your stop loss? 100 rupees. So this analyze feature will help you a lot. Check out that option, what is this? Sensibles analyzes option on the higher on the brokerage chart over there. Like you will find that analyze section, click on that, then you check this payoff chart in there, and then you take that payoff chart's number, right, to a lower side wherein your stop loss is. If it shows your projected loss from the current LTP, if it goes down to the level is 2,500, so that 2,500 should be deducted in your LTP's average price and keep that as your stop loss. So automatically you will don't have to bother that whether it is going to come down. Even if it comes down, you know that if it comes down at that level, your option strike price will be at this level. So that particular strike price you have already put in as your stop loss. So that will not be an issue for you, right? I hope it is clear, Samyak, and all of the others, how to place your stop losses in options. Anything else you guys want to ask me? Anything else, guys? No doubts? No one? Anyone? You're welcome, Vanilla. You're welcome. So, shall we conclude this session? Yes. Okay. Trailing SL. I did not get it, Ra. Can you please explain what trailing SL you're talking about? Trailing SL, what? I did not understand. What is your question? Did not understand what is trailing SL. Can you please type it out? What do you mean by that? Okay, how to trail SL you mean? See, there are two ways of trailing it. Either use your price action stuff, and you can use your MTM as well. If your risk to reward is 1:2, right, and you have received 1:1 at first, trail your SL to on cost, because you have produced the profits of this particular one, right? So trail your SL from -100 rupees to 0 after you have received this 1:2, right? Let's assume your stop loss is 100 rupees stop loss and your target is 200 rupees in here, right? What you can do in here is that trail your SL after you have received 100 to 0 in here, right? This should be your trailing SL. After you have received 200, trail it to 100 rupees. You will do this only when you feel that there is more potential upside. If you do not feel that there is more potential upside, you just exit and be happy with it. That is how you're going to trail it. Clear? Do you read options chart? No, Prakash, I do not read it, because I'll be honest, I'm a failure at max. I had to complete my 10th on the second trial for mathematics. It was not my second year. I mean, what I said, that I reapplied for the max exam. That's when I passed it out. So do not ask me about mathematics. I suck at it. So here it answers your question that whether I read OI charts or not. Anything else, guys? Anything else which you guys want to ask? Also, thank you a lot. Uh, we have more viewers on a continuous basis. We averaged around 12 viewers on the last session compared, which was 7. Okay, yeah, Ishwar. Tell me, what is your doubt? No issues, you can tell me. Samyak, thank you so much again. I find it really good that people are getting help from me, and I have nothing to lose as such. So it makes me pretty relaxed to talk with other fellow traders. So that is more than enough for me because I do not have any friends. So I just consider my YouTube family as my friends, right? So that's all. Yeah, Ishwar, ask me your questions. What is it? What is your question, Ishwar? Let's just take in a few more questions and then we'll end the session, because I will just suggest one thing, that stay till the end, because someone else's question solution might be your future question's answer. So you can learn from their questions as well, or the mistakes which have they made today. Vikrant, I'm just 20 years old. What do you expect from me? I'm 20 years old and you want me to marry? I do not. That's a good thing. Probably my mom should see this. She will start saying that, please find a woman for me. Ishwar, you got a question to ask? We have been waiting for the question, or probably you're disconnected. No. I'm not going to be the next Adani. If probably Adani comes and gives me 10 CR, right, you will not even see me on YouTube. You will see me somewhere enjoying in some beach, not bothered about anything else. That 10 CR is my target. That's it. Nothing more. I'm not trying to be the world's richest or trying to get any fame or stuff like that. I like doing my own way of work. So that's all. Video editing is next one thing. So you can expect some good videos out of it, but will require time because it is a skill which is learned later on, right? So, I mean, with time. Okay, here's the question of Ishwar. What's your view on getting higher knowledge about the markets? Will doing MBA finance would help you to get certified courses from NSE and SEBI? See, first of all, ask yourself, right? Are you really interested in finance? If yes, in what way? Like, there's a person like me. Okay, let's have a fun talk, guys. Let's just not have always markets. Let's just have a career talk, which is kind of a good topic, which as Ishwar has put it up. So here's the first part, right? There are 3 sets of people. First, like me, very bad at academics, right? So this is me as Arun. There's a second category of people like probably Ishwar, who are interested into markets, who are probably average. I don't know about Ishwar, he's average or good at studies. So let's assume the worst scenario always, right? You have not yet studied MBA finance or anything else. So let's assume that you will be average at it. Okay, we'll always take the worst scenario possible in life. You're average at it. Third scenario, there are people who are just doing it for the sake of, like probably an ex person in here, who is just doing it for the sake of doing it. They have no clue why they're doing it. They're not even interested. They're not even anything. They're just into the bookworm kind of people, right? That kind of people. Vikrant, if you're interested in the markets, if you're not good at studies, you're probably coming under my category. So be with me. Do not go to in the third category. Okay. So that one. Your message has been deleted, but I read this message. So yeah, what we are going to do is, if you're someone like me who is interested only in finance in terms of making money, but not in terms of all those complicated calculations or making all those big reports, going in 9 to 5 jobs and stuff like that. If you're not interested into that, you can still make money in this finance field. There's a lot of markets in here. Stock markets is not the only thing. Bond markets are there. Then you can go ahead and invest in other real estate sectors. There is leasing. I mean, leasing in real estate sector. Right now, these days, Airbnb is getting very popular, right? So finance domain is something which you love. You know how to make money. You have no degree for it, because you know that for making money, you do not need all of those a plus b is equals to c square. I mean, a square plus b square is equals to c square, or Pythagoras theorem or stuff like that. No, you don't need that, right? So this is the first category. Second category is of those people who are probably like, you're interested into the markets and you're making money as well, but you want a job as well for a security. For me, what I do is I am a inspiring aspiring data scientist. Like I am into more tech field. I like doing coding and stuff like that. I know max is involved there, so that's the reason why I'm just gaining knowledge, and then I'll get into the product management. I love managing things. That's how I do it, right? And I love presenting things. That's how I came into YouTube. So for me, what I do is my backup is completely different, which is into management sector and the management sector of the IT sector, right? Even right now, the project which I'm working on is of a domain expertise of finance. I do have the expertise of finance, how things work. Economics is something which I love. But which part of economics? Do you like the mathematical part? No, I don't like that. If you like it, go ahead. Be the second category in here. That your backup option is not IT or any other field, but your backup option is something which you want to get into, probably investment banking or something like that. Then you can select all of these MBA finance or stuff like that, or go ahead and clear all of those courses from NSE and SEBI and stuff like that. Third category are those people who are neither interested in all of these. They just want a category or the job of this particular manner. So they are going on that sector. Because you'll find people or investment bankers who are working in the banks and stuff like that, who still don't invest in the markets, who don't know how to make money through it. Just because you have a degree, that doesn't make you a qualified trader or a person who's rich. Just imagine how many finance graduates are there, but how many of them are actually millionaires? No one. I mean, not no one, very few. That's what I mean. So find out which category you are at. If you're in my category, if your passion is this particular thing, but you have other things as well. For me, I'm still exploring. I'm still young. I'm exploring. I want to travel. I want to do a lot of stuff. I like tech. So tech is my background, which I will select it as a cushion for me. And trading and finance is something as in my second job. Sorry, this is my first job, trading and everything. Second job will be for my protection of my this thing, right? So this is how I play it. In life, you'll have to be very, very sure about things and always have a cushion. Do not always just rely on one particular source of income. So I have multiple sources. Make sure you find the same thing for yourself, right? And accordingly deal. Find out which category you belong to. Third category, if you are in here, I don't think so anyone will be in the third category. You will not be in this channel as well. Because most of the time you will be in this channel or learn to trade only of two reasons. Because of the sole reason that yes, you want to make money. You're already into the markets. If you want to have a career also in it, then definitely go in the second field. Right? So understand which you feel you want to be. If you have some other interest, go in that field. You will be into a category with me and Vikrant. So these are the two categories which I suggest you, right? I hope this answers your questions, Ishwar. Anything else which you want to learn? And yeah, sorry, your question seems a little different, Ishwar. Like, I told you if you have to do that courses and not. What's your view on getting higher knowledge about the markets while doing finances would help or getting certified courses? It is good. Yeah, again, I told you it is good to do all of these courses from NSE, BSc, NSE and SEBI and stuff like that only if you want a job in that particular field. If you, I mean, you can also get the job and you can start trading as well. There is no such issues with that. So I hope that clears your question. Any book suggestions? I'll be honest, guys. I know it is pretty shameful to accept, but I've bought a lot of books. Never read a single one. Never read a single one. Probably 3 to 4 pages is what I've read. That's it. It's all there for showcase. I'm telling you, I've never read that books. Never read all of those books, entirely. There was this one book, New Trader, Rich Trader, Rich Trader, New Trader, or something like that. I've read a few pages of it. That psychology I already knew because I've experienced so much. Nothing new which I learned. There is another book in there, Richest Man in Babylon or something. That is something a little interesting which I recently started reading. Probably I'll read that, which gives you the mentality of the rich. So just explore it. Yes, I'm a fan of novels. Like novels do motivate me. Like there is this book by Savi Sharma. You can definitely try this. These novels are a combination of life scenarios. Like there will be career tensions, your passion, your parents' pressure, your job pressure, your emotions, love story, marriage, and stuff like that. So these are the two books which I'll definitely suggest you to read. This Is My Story is one book of Savi Sharma. This Is Not My Story is another book by Savi Sharma. So in one particular novel, This Is My Story, a few characters are coming in and going and following their passion despite anything else. This is not my story. Again, a few people are just quitting that, understanding that this is not their story of of their life, and they go ahead and follow their passion. Basically, a little different opinions, but still you will love those books. So do try them. Savi Sharma, she had their books, which is pretty popular because it was on the bestsellers list, right? I'll show you in here in Amazon. Let me just take you. Uh, yeah. So this is the Savi Sharma's book. Just barely 200 rupees, right? You can check this one out, and this is your story. Uh, I guess it's not there, or probably I don't know. Wait, Savi Sharma's books, right? Mm, yeah, sorry, everyone has a story. Sorry, my mistake. It is not, This Is Your Story. This is not Your Story is one book, and Everyone Has a Story is one book, right? You can try with free and audible. You can probably listen to this and you might be a little good with it. You can just also check out the reviews are really good. So you can try this book. It will give you a good motivation and a good clearance of your mind. So that's why I'm suggesting you those books, right? Already into business, but I'm saying that when you get close to manage, then which will help you most certified courses, NSC or MBA finance? I can do any, but this confused. See, you'll find people who are managing crores even if despite being not certified by them. If you think that those books are something which will help you, go ahead and try it. I'm not stopping you. What I'm saying is that it all depends. Like if you're already into a business and if you're managing crores worth of money already there with you, and if you're already good at it, just practice and practice more and try to gain more knowledge. There is no wrong in doing that. If you think that NSC and SEBI's courses would be giving you enough knowledge, go for it. Try them first, because I guess there are only of 3 months or 4 months or something like that, right? You can do that. And if you think that MBA finance will help you, go ahead and do that as well. Who's stopping you? If you're young, even if you're not young, doesn't matter, just go ahead and learn. You're a human. What are you going to do if you're not going to learn, if you're not going to just try a lot of things? Just because you've got enough money doesn't mean that you're not going to explore things. Money gives you the freedom to explore a lot of things in there. Ambani is becoming more and more rich because he knows that he has a lot of backup option. Adani, to leave it. I'm not going to take his example. A lot of things which is making me speculate there. What I'm saying is that even after you have a lot of money, you want to learn a lot of new things. Life is being given to you so that you try a lot of shit. So make sure you try every little shit out there and find out your own important thing. That's all I'm saying, right? So if you feel it is required for you, if you feel that it is comfortable, do more research on it and then go for it. If you opt for it, right? Just don't take my own words. Please do some analysis on your own. Whether it be stock market or anything else, do that and accordingly deal with it, right? So I hope this answers your question. Anything else, guys, which you want to ask me? I'm again repeating, guys, do not be worried just because the markets have given a 1% down move. Look at the overall weekly time frame in here, and SGX pretty good, right? Only if it gives a breakdown below this level, then we will exit, right? Like 17,800 was the level on daily levels is what I believe. And positional, if you have investments or in a positional manner, then you can probably exit below this. So that is something. Me applied for MBA in finance because of career growth and love in the market. Okay, Pradeep, can you just let us know how was your experience in it? Can you please let us know, Pradeep? How was your experience in it? Okay. Okay, no classes started yet, is what he's saying. No issues. Pradeep, I guess he's there on Instagram, so you can definitely come in and join us on Instagram. You can have fun with us, you can talk to us. We'll arrange more sessions in here, and you can clear your doubts then, right? So we have a fellow aspiring MBA finance student in here, so we can deal it accordingly, right? So that is it for guys for today. I hope you enjoyed this session, and I hope it helps you in learning whatever you, I mean, have some good learning from my own end. And also, let's see how it goes in the future further on, right? So that is all, guys, from my end. Take care, stay safe, and happy trading. Please take care of your health as well, right? So until next time, take care, stay safe. Bye bye.